KYC, K6MYC, AA6S. Check in, Ralph. Mike and I worked him there. K6MYC, AA6S, over.
You say Ralph is waiting for me to come on and call him?
I don't know. He was down at 090. He didn't say he was waiting, but he was there.
He's supposed to, according to what's on the notes that Rob gets, he sits here at on this frequency at 7:30, and then just shortly after that he goes down to 090. Let's see, K6T, did you work him already on 090?
Yeah, Mike and I both worked him about 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Okay, well, he's probably not going to listen up here, but I'll call him once and see if he comes back. K6TSK, K6MYC, any copy, Ralph? I don't hear him.
Yeah, I don't think so. He scared me. He said, we were calling him, and he said he heard us on the backside of his antenna.
So he was so strong you could hear him off the back? I hear you, Dave.
He heard us on the back of his antenna. He's not that strong. I mean, he's Q5, but I guess we're putting some pretty good signal down there.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Did I hear Mike in here?
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf, 971.
Hey, you didn't hear me, Dave. I said I have you, but I wanted to make sure Mike was here. I don't hear Mike, over.
Yeah, I'm here, Mike, 727.
Got your 727, and up to you, Dave, K6BBG. K6MYC, over.
Yeah, Mike? Shoot. Just another cold evening up here.
Yeah, it's cold everywhere. It's cold down here, too. It was pretty cold all day. I don't think we got much out of the 50s. But it was nice in the sun, but the sun was kind of thin. It was kind of hazy, misty in the air, but it was warm if you stood in it, but it didn't have a lot of staying power, I can tell you that. Anyway, good to hear you, K6, and thanks for getting on in the contest. You were one of... Hang on a second, this heater is acting up on me here. Come on, fan. The fan motor is shattering here. I guess it needs some oil. Anyway, I got 6 grids on this bend, and 9 or 10, 13 contacts, I guess, but 6 grids anyway, so it wasn't too bad. K6VBG, K6MYC in the group.
Roger, Mike. Yeah, definitely. I was down in Fresno better part of the day today. Yeah, boy, it was foggy down there. There was a little high fog down there.
Yeah, it was miserable. That's really nasty when it's like that down there. Matt and Tyler, my grandson, was working down there, and they said, "Oh, it's just cold and miserable, wet, and cold, not any sun at all, and never did see the sun." Anyway, you're sounding good here, and thanks again for getting on for the contest. Usually there's less people on for the contest than I work during a given net. That was the same case here. I think I got 11 or 12 stations on 1296 and about 15 on 220. Normally we make that many or more. So it's disappointing in the fact that we can't get a lot of the Bozo members to get on and work the contest.
Yeah, I wonder why not.
Well, it's hard to say. Many times there's all kinds of excuses, some of which is they can't hear much, and I don't think they realized that the stream was going to be on. And, of course, it's a long contest, and you have to, if you want to get on and work people, you should get on when I'm on. I can help you work more people. That's why we have the Saturday night effort there. And that seemed to work out okay. I got the bulk of my contacts on that Saturday night scheme. Anyway, there you are. Back over to you, Bill. Good to hear you. You're blasting in here, and as well as Mike there. AA6S, K6MYC in the group.
Yeah, Roger, Mikey. K6MYC and everybody else, AA6S. Yeah, I got about the same amount, I think. I didn't try to work that many, and some of them I didn't even write the I didn't even write the grid thing down here. That KT2G, I didn't write his grid square down, and KC8YEK, I didn't write it down. I don't know. I did. Anyway, yeah, it was funny guys coming in. 6 meters is probably a place you can make quite a few contacts there. I didn't work that much on 50 megs, but anyway, not like the old days when I used to work on 1296. I could work almost every section in California back, was it 45 years ago? Can't do that anymore. Back to you there, Mikey. K6MYC, AA6S.
Well, maybe June will be better. There were no rovers, so we didn't have the chance to get all those extra grids that the rovers can provide when you don't have somebody living there. But there were no rovers. I didn't even get DMO5. That's an easy grid, and it becomes difficult when nobody gets on down there. We have 2 stations that could actually have given us DMO5, but I didn't work it. I got Ralph twice, DMO3 on 2 and 1296, and then I got 2 DM14 stations, but no DMO4s, no DM13s, and no DM12s, all of which are very easily worked if they just would turn up this way. So it's a little frustrating from that standpoint. Rob, are you here? And let me get Aaron. Are you here, Aaron?
Yeah, K6US 1079 and 1100. I did end up working DMO5, but it was a random FM station on 2 meters that was up at like 6,000 feet. So I did end up getting DMO5, but it was not how I normally get DMO5. But oh well, I'll take the extra multiplier. But there was at least one person down there. They just, they weren't working the contest. I just happened to catch them on FM simplex.
Oh, for crying out loud, yeah. Well, I don't do any FM. I'm sure I could have pulled a few more out like that if I'd gone over to FM. I never think of FM. Probably could have done the same on 222. Okay.
I got to be scrappy. So, I got to be scrappy. I pull all the contacts where I can get them. So there's a couple guys that pretty much every contest I work them on simplex FM. So and they go in the log just like everybody else. But yeah, it definitely not working stuff that's really far away. But everything helps.
Yep, I hear you. Okay, Rob, are you in here? KM6SRR. Rob may have that other net that he's doing. Anyway, let's see. Anybody else up and down the San Joaquin before we go toward the Tascadero with Bill and Mike? Okay, nothing heard. Let's go over there.
K6MI ever show up anywhere?
K6MI was on, but he wasn't. He operated from home. It was probably not this time of the year to drive to Tehachapi there. I think he was worried about the road conditions and the snow.
He also had Phil Hamarnik. He was busy this weekend.
I'm heading over towards Ron there, AA6S.
Okay.
He didn't operate the whole time because he had a couple of concerts that he had to do this weekend.
W6QUI,
Roger that.
W6QUI, AA6S, over.
Sounds like he's in there, Mike.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I'll put down 1055. Thank you.
It's on its way, W6QUI, W6QUI, WA6AAJ, over. I'm not there yet. Yeah, I was still turning the antenna. I wasn't even close. W6QUI, WA6AJ. Hello, Ryan. Roger, Roger. Yeah, you're about S9. Good strong signal, over. Roger, Roger. Yeah, I kind of jumped around back and forth, and then I think I got out of the shack around 8. I don't remember when the guys went to 222 or something. Anyway, well, good talking to you. Sound good. I'll let you get back to Bill, and see you maybe, well, you probably for Thursday, but I don't know. I don't know what your schedule is, so. All right, W6QUI, WA6AAJ. Roger, Roger, Ryan. Yeah, it's doing well for you. Very good signal tonight. 73 to you, and I'll turn it back to Bill. Go ahead, Bill.
Turn your power up for me, Bill. KW6S. KW6 Sugar, KW6S, K6MYC. Are you in here tonight, Tom?
let them know you were here.
Okay, what was the question? Who was that, please?
Number 775 has to go, so checking in and out.
Okay, 1296 and 775. Gotcha. I'm not hearing Tom tonight, though. KW6S, KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, over. I'm having to point south for you, so you must have the antenna way off. I can hardly hear you when I'm pointed at you. KW6S, K6MYC down at 245 degrees.
Yeah, I see that. We do pretty well here. And I'm concerned the antenna seems to be pointed where it should. It seems to match where I've got a couple of goalpost sort of things that I point at, and I can kind of spot physically how it's doing, and it should be okay. But, not doing real well, but I have you tonight. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, I'm here, AA6S in there also. Okay, well, I've got you, but I'm not pointed right, so that's weird. Anyway, see if you can pick up the other fellows, and I'll stand by here. AA6S and WA6AJ are here. Go ahead, Tom, KW6S, A6MYC with the hiccups. Go ahead, Tom.
He's talking to Bill.
KW6S, AA6S, way over in the red here. They're super strong. That's the fog is helping it or something. I hear Mike in there too, so I'm going to turn it over to AAJ and let him make contact with you. But you got a good signal here. Go ahead, Michael. WA6AAJ, AA6S.
KW6S, WA6AAJ. How you doing, Tom? Roger, you as well. Yeah, with you and Ron, you guys are S9, so good night, at least from where I'm at. KW6S, WA6AAJ, and I think Mike was trying to get you, but sounds like wasn't making it, over.
I got him.
I'm hearing him, but not a lot there.
Okay, Roger, Tom. Very good. Yeah, Mike just told me he did get you. My mistake. Okay, good contact, and we'll see you tomorrow night. KW6S, WA6AJ. Back to you, Mike.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I've got to find out. Stay with me here because I heard PQL, but I heard PQL when I turned up toward at 272 here, which is where I should be hearing Tom. So maybe the antenna's screwed up here, but I didn't do anything. Let me just go on up to 270 here. There we are, 270. Let me go up this way. There's 280. Let's see, W6PQL, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, and perhaps others, K6MYC. How copy?
Yeah, this is Kilo. Yeah, hold on, Mike. KW6PQL. It could be that got your antenna pretty far south from me now. Right there is probably the most I've heard from you. I go up frequency about 10 kilohertz and pull in Santa Barbara, and I'll be back looking for you, okay? K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, I got you, Jim. W6PQL, K6MYC, but the rotor seems to be off from where it should be. But I've got you here at 270 something. W6PQL, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, and I thought I heard a couple of others in there. Tell me who else is in here so I can find them. W6PQL before you get number 52, K6MYC, over.
Okay, well, I haven't heard anybody yet. I'm going to have to move my antenna a little bit to see if Fred's in here. So just give me a second.
Okay, well, I heard Paul, so let me get Paul and I can peek on him. I'll peek on Paul, over. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. Go ahead, Paul, if you're copying. K6MYC, over.
And I didn't check
Yes,
for
K6MYC,
but I'll do
this is
that.
Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar. Flash of strong signals on the bounce pass tonight, Mike. You're peaking almost S9 here. That's incredible, over.
Yeah, you're pretty strong here, too. You're stronger than Jim out of the Bay Area. Good to hear you. Are you in by yourself, or do you have other check-ins, Paul, over?
Negative other check-ins. Just checking myself in right now, over.
Roger, roger. Very good. And thanks for your efforts on the contest. I got 6 spreads and about 11 contacts on 1296, so it wasn't great, but it was better than nothing. So it wasn't bad. Anyway, good evening to you. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. We'll look for you on the direct path in a few minutes. K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, yeah, I only got 4 contacts on 1296, which is a bit of a bummer. There's 3 separate grids, but yeah, I wish I could have got PQL. That would have been a good one. Yeah, 4th grid for me.
Well, he's on here. He's trying to help him with the other stations. Stand by with you. Stand by, Paul, and I'll see if I can hear KD6SOK or WB6JNN or anybody else there. I'm having trouble with the rotator. It's giving me trouble again because I'm not pointing in the right direction to hear you. I'm pointing at 270. So that's not right for you. Anyway, Bay Area check-ins 1296, K6MYC, listening.
Okay, Mike, you can put in KD6SOK and WB6JNN.
Okay. Have them transmit now. See if I can find them.
Well, Fred's already left the frequency. Jim is on frequency. Go ahead, Jim, and give Mike a call if you can.
I can't hear Jim at all, and I was swinging the antenna back and forth, over. Now you're coming in where you're supposed to be, over.
Yeah, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to go up frequency.
Roger, roger, we'll see you. But now I'm copying you at 285 where you should be, so I don't know what's going on. It's just maybe just conditions tonight. I got Jim and I got Fred listed 507 and 285 and 775. Thank you, Jim. Okay, I'm going to go up to see if we can get, let's see if Ken is in here. Ken 6, N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC, over. N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar. Radio Oakley, N6RO, K6MYC, over. N6RO, K6MYC. N6RO, K6MYC. N6RO, K6MYC. Well, I'm not hearing Ken tonight, but we'll come back and try him in a few minutes. Let's go on to Sacramento. KJ6KFB, KJ6KFB, K6MYC, Darren. Let me go up and look for you, John. KR6MR, KR6MR, over. KR6MR, KR6MR. KR6MR or K6 Whiskey India Sugar. KR6MR or K6WIS. K6MYC calling and listening. KR6MR, KR6MR, K6MYC, over. Well, I heard a voice. I'm not sure who it was. KR6MR, KR6MR, KR6MR. Was that you, John? Over. I'm just getting little pieces. I'm just getting little pieces of you, John, but we got you. KR6MR. Make a long transmission. Make a long transmission, and I'll see if I can peek on you. The band's really funny tonight, over. KR6MR or K6MYC. Make a long transmission. N6RO, I hear you, Ken, and I got John in there also. Roger, John. KR6MR, K6MYC. Roger, 759. Roger.
Darren, KJ6KFB, Bozo 756, over.
Okay, KJ6KFB, is that him? Am I hearing you?
No, you're hearing me, John. I'm checking Darren in.
I got a good copy on you now all of a sudden. Boy, oh boy, it's weird tonight. Okay, so Darren is in here, is he?
No, the wife took him out. Well, you're S7 right now.
Yeah, boy, the band is just all over the place. It must be all the fog, over.
No fog up here. It was 67 degrees again.
Okay, good. Let me go back and get N6RO there. Let me go back and get N6RO. I know where I'm pointed for you now. I'll come back to this heading in just a minute. N6RO, K6MYC. Ken, go ahead.
Yeah, right.
right, K6NYC and 6RO, Bozo 835, high temperature 47, and cold fog this morning when we had a crew to put up a new antenna. I'll give you all the details tomorrow night on a more conversational band. Tonight I had that wonderful, my favorite seafood that I can't produce out of my brain. Anyway, more details tomorrow night. Over.
How about Alaskan halibut, you old fart?
That's it. Thank you for reminding me. My second brain.
Between the two of us, we got half a brain.
Yeah. In fact, I got to order some more. I'm down to just one left, so I've got to talk to the Northwest Seafood outfit and get some more.
Yeah, very good. How am my signal? Is it normal?
Yeah, very loud. Not pushing the meter very far, but it's just perfect copy.
Yeah, well, you're perfect copy, too. If you could make a little longer transmission, I'm trying to sort out the fact whether the antenna's tracking or it's the band that's got everybody skewed here. Everybody's skewed. And I don't know whether the rotor's gone bad on me or not. I may have to put a different control box in here. This thing is giving me fits.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least you can turn it, I think. And, yeah, N6RO had that wonderful Alaskan. Coping with my brain is becoming a real problem. Over. There's old 52 again.
Yeah, I hear 52. Roger, roger, on 52. Roger, roger, 52. Okay, he heard Rogers, I guess, probably listening to the stream. Okay, Ken, very good. Well, I didn't get a chance to do anything. I was listening to 52 and trying to get that, and I didn't rotate at all. No worries. You're close enough. You're close to where you should be, so I guess I'll have to just keep an eye on it, and maybe tomorrow I'll get out here and recalibrate, or maybe I've got another control box. I could just stick another box in and not worry about it. See you tomorrow, and thanks for checking in here this evening. Sorry we didn't have you over the weekend.
So, doing fine. And rotors, we all know, are a pain, PITA.
Yeah, I doubled with a little bit of that, so I didn't get anything but the last few words. Over.
Oh, yeah, I just said that rotators are PITA.
Oh, yeah. I know your thought on rotors. Well, this one is the one that was giving me trouble, and when I looked at it the other day, the gear ratio, which is in the programmable section, it changed from 3960 to 40.95 or 4095, and that's why it was not. It was right in one direction, and then it would, as you go either side of center, it would get off. It's just driving me crazy. Doing the same thing tonight, so I'll have to go back in and look and see what the gear ratio is set to now. I'm not changing it, but maybe it's changing itself. I don't know what's going on here. 7-3 for now, Ken, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, roger. The band is up and down for sure, QSB, and maybe it's the fog, and maybe it's just the band. I'll tell you all about our antenna projects that we got done today and new station enhancements and all that. We'll do it tomorrow night. 2 meters in 6RO.
Yeah, well, you're about 10 degrees back from 10 degrees short of where I would normally get you. I normally get you at 305. I'm getting pretty good peak at 295, so somewhere around 10 degrees off here for some reason. 7-3, good deal on the work party. I guess you had Whiskey Zulu there today as well, huh?
You took a big fade right there. What was the question?
I said, I guess you had Whiskey Zulu there as well, right?
Yeah, he was on the crew, and AA6MU and K6KM, and and the whole crew led by our chief engineer, NA60.
Yeah, very good. And you did get the new antenna. What was the new antenna you were putting up?
It's a 4-element vertical dipole array that's switchable, steerable to 4 different directions. And we got the antenna up, but we still need to run the feed line, 1,000 feet of LMR 600 out to access the thing. But it's a real great mechanical invention by Gary.
Oh, very good. And for what band, 80 and 160?
No, 15, because Chris wants to try in-band contesting. 2 radios, 2 operators, 2 antennas. One be running and one would be pouncing on multipliers or whatever they can work. So it's a transmit antenna as well as a receive antenna.
Oh, okay. Very good. That'll be interesting. And you did cross-polarization, so you get another 20 dB of isolation. Is that it?
Yeah, that's part of the project. And polarization and distance between transmit the 2 antennas is critical. That's why we put it so far out.
Yeah, very good. Well, it'll be interesting to see how it pans out for you. You go for now.
And in a couple of weeks, I'll hook up to the 15-meter station.
Yeah, okay, good. It'll be interesting to see how it works there. 7-3 for now, Ken. And we'll see you tomorrow night on 2 meters. N6RO, K6MYC.
Roger. See you tomorrow night. Hope I'm not late. I had to enjoy my halibut tonight, which is why I missed you on the first pass. N6RO clear. See ya.
Yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, back up to Sacramento here. Let's see. This was where we were hearing you before, John. KR6MR, KR6MR, K6MYC. Are you still here? I heard you come back, but it's watery. The band is flaky. The band is flaky, kind of watery. Make another transmission, and then we'll let you go. But thanks very much for the contact here. KR6MR, K6MYC. Over.
Roger, roger. Okay, 1.5 for you.
Just the band's flaky. I keep getting you in different directions. All the way from 315 to 330. And you come up one place and then you disappear and then I go find you another spot. So it's just weird. All right, take care. And we'll discuss it more tomorrow on 2 meters. Hi. KR6MR, K6MYC, 7-3, John. Okay, now, is anybody else while I'm here? K6MYC, Bozo Net, 1296. Anybody else?
Yeah, this is Kilo 6 Whiskey. KM6SRR. Mike.
Okay, very good, Paul. K6WIS. And I have you, Rob, 432 and 1200. Very good. But pretty good copy here, but I think you were better on the bounce path, Paul. Over. should be good right here. But you faded out on me. You faded out. So this path is really terrible tonight. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, 7-3, Paul. Thanks for the propagation test on the direct path. K6 MYC, 7-3. The band is just terrible, Rob. Okay, I think I'm pointed toward Nevada. I think this is Nevada. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over. Let me keep calling here. Rob, are you still here?
Yep, I'm listening. Been listening since the beginning, but was downstairs putting the food up.
Okay. KE7UQL. Let me try something here. Yeah, I'm at the limit, so I'm about as far over as I can get here. I think that's about right. This thing is just... I just realized, though, I can't program it. I can't program it when... This is just doing weird stuff. I'm going to have to take this rotator box out of here and change it out. It's doing really weird things here. Do that tomorrow, and maybe it'll be better for 2 meters tomorrow night. I'll have a chance to check it out. Anyway, it's not coming up with the same numbers. I go in and go back and forth up to a limit, and the limit goes way different from at one time to the next, and then I can't get back to that. The limit should be 359 and then some more numbers all the way up to 14. And it's going to 1, it's going to 6, and it's just all over the place. So there's something wrong with this box, I guess. Got his brain tangled up here. Anyway, this is the last of the contacts tonight anyway, so we're all right. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over. There he is. $272. We got you, Daniel. Not very strong, but I heard 272. So we've got you, and thank you for leaving the antenna up. Thank you for leaving the antenna up there. Hi. Thank you, Daniel. KE7UQL, 7373, K6MYC, over. Okay, I heard part of that, and then you faded out. So we'll look for you tomorrow. On 2 meters. 7-3, Daniel. 7-3, thanks very much for coming up. KE7UQL, Carson City area, kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. 7-3. Well, he came back every time, Rob. Of course, I think I'm running way more power than he is. All right. Do you want me to just send you the list by phone?
Oh, you can. I've got 21.
Oh, okay. Well, you've been doing pretty good keeping up then.
Yeah, that's why I didn't break in earlier. I was busy writing things down before I forget them.
Yeah, okay. You want to run through the first 5, and I'll go by my memory and see if you're right?
Well, I know I got them there. I always put in you and Aaron and Brittany and me and Candace. And then there was Bill, Mike, and Ralph, and then Dave, and then Ron and Jim.
Ron. Which Ron?
W6QUI.
Oh, Ron, that Ron. Okay, and who else?
I'll give you numbers. Maybe that's better. 800-727-3-971, 1055, and 1296.
Yeah, and then 507 was in there, and 285 and 775.
Yep, got him.
And then we got 52 later. He called it in on CW. So that's it. And then we got Ken, N6RO, KR6MR, and Daniel 272.
Yep, got them all down. The only one you didn't go over was 285.
Oh, I said 285. I said Fred 507 and 285. I didn't hear Fred or Jim at all, but they were passed on by Jim W6PQL.
Okay, I'll put that in my thing here.
Of course, Paul's in there, K6WIS. I think you have him, 637.
Yep, got him.
Okay, I think you got everything. We're good to go. I'll sign off here. K6MYC, Bozo 47 in Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo. Closing the 1296 here on 1/20/26. Good night, all.
Hey, Mike, I sent you a text last night asking if my numbers were good. I never got a response back for the 222 and the 6 meter.
Well, I think Judy said you had more numbers down than we had. So she didn't respond, but by the time I got in there, after keeping the fire going, she was already in bed and asleep, so that's why you didn't hear anything or see anything from her. Over.
Okay, well, then I'll submit them as how I have them, huh?
Yeah, it couldn't be wrong unless you got somebody that we didn't check in, which is unlikely.
No, I hang around afterwards while I'm making up the list on the computer sometimes and listen for like John 711 and some other guys, but I didn't hear anything.
No, I did not hear John tonight either. But not only tonight, but I don't know about the other night. Anyway, no, Judy said both your numbers was either the same or you had one or two more. Over.
Okay, I'll submit them then.
I think you were higher on 6 by 2 numbers.
Yeah, one of them there, let's see, which one was it? I'd forgot to put down somebody that I knew we had talked to when I gave you the first count.
Yeah, and then you upped it by 1, and I crossed out 14 and wrote 15 or something.
Yep, I had 15 for 222 and 21 for 6 meter.
Yeah, that was it. All right, we're good. I think she would have put the flag up. So thanks for the help. I was going to go over my test results or my contest results tonight, but I didn't bring them out. I didn't bring the sheet out. I'll probably do it on tomorrow just in case anybody's interested, and I'm not bragging. I'm just interested to see how my list of grids works compares to everybody else's. I might have gotten on some of the bands, I might have gotten a few more grids because I did work the LA guys. That was about the only thing that would have been different. Anyway, we tabulated my raggedy-paggedy sheets today, and took quite a while. We might have a few little errors. I might be off by 1 on grid count or 1 on Q count, but mostly it's pretty damn close. So just for fun, I was just going to tabulate it and read it off to you guys so you could think about it. Maybe next year we can do better. Hopefully it can't be any worse than this January. It was really a slow weekend. Anyway, thanks for your participation. That was always good. Good night, Rob. Good night, Aaron, if you're listening in the background there. And I know you got the stream going because the guys were commenting on it. Sorry about the computer going off. We did get back off grid, so I'm back on batteries again. We're off the grid finally, and hopefully things will continue to stay that way for the foreseeable future. K6US and KM6SRR 73, K6MYC, Delta Mike 07.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Yeah, we got I got the stream up like right at 7:30, so it's been running the whole time. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow night on 2 meters, K6US.
Yeah, well, when you called me, I had a mouthful of crab salad, and I didn't realize that we'd gone into the 7 o'clock to 7:30 window. I didn't hear the transition. I had it playing weekly in the background on TV, but I didn't hear it go from Sean Hannity over to Gutfield. So that's why I was not paying real close attention to the clock when you called me, and then I got up from the chair. It was 25 after, and we still hadn't gone and turned the computer on, but it didn't cause any grief except for you. Thank you. 7-3.
Yep, 7-3. We'll catch you tomorrow night. K6US.
7-3 Aaron, K6US, KM6SR, and 7-3 Mike, K6MYC, KM6SR.
Yeah, good night, Rob.